world's ending, take a look around. You're tuned into the truth, or at least the truest sound. The path to a better planet, humanity's crescendo. Here's the plan, the regular man's manifesto. Regular man's manifesto. Regular man's manifesto. Regular man's manifesto. Regular man's manifesto.
Welcome to the Regular Man's Manifesto. It's Chase Scribner, Jay McClintock, Cody Pyard.
I'm really starting to outdo myself on those.
Yeah.
Eventually I'm just going to be like Howler Monkey.
It's going to be the whole podcast. It's just you.
Alright, so we got a couple things for you today. We're doing a hypothetical situation on if Bill Gates wanted to take over the world, how would he do it? Or
Not
destroy
take over the world.
Destroy the world. How would he do it? And top 5 things you can't live without. So we'll jump straight into the top 5. Cody, hit us.
What you got?
We haven't talked about this at all, so I'm kind of nervous because usually we talk before.
Well, Cody's got like 25 things he wrote down.
My number 5 is going to be my phone.
All right, so here's my thing, though. Okay, this is where we're at. You can actually live without your phone, though. This is just you as an individual.
I mean, is it like literal?
Okay,
like,
that's why I was at too, because some of the things, like I asked my girlfriend, I was like, what should it be, you know?
Of course we're not doing this literally.
And she was like, food,
yeah, I literally
water.
had food, water, shelter on mine, but I was like, I'm not going to use that.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Okay.
All right, so I use things that I could definitely live without, like I'm still a human being, but they make my life easier or they make my life more enjoyable.
It's a manner of speaking.
See, I put my phone, but at like times I'm like, dude, I wish I didn't even have this fucking thing. Like,
right.
Like if nobody had them,
wish all you want, you
awesome.
Still fucking gotta use it.
Yeah. So.
My number 1 is similar to yours.
Yeah. All right, my number 5, Mountain Dew.
That's something you need in your life, man.
I fucking really like Mountain Dew.
Imagine Mountain Dew not being a thing, and then somebody just like brought it along and was like, "This new pop."
It's a magic elixir, really, is what it is.
Colt is the
It's
number
so
1
good.
drink still.
Mountain Dew is so goddamn good. It is amazing. I was just talking with one of my Uber passengers about how, like, I've tried a lot of the lemon lime sodas, and none of them can even hold a candle to Mountain Dew. Right. And how, like, a lot of the knockoff Cokes and Dr. Peppers, they're, like, pretty fucking close.
Yeah.
But nothing's close to Mountain Dew. What is it about them? It's magic.
Yeah. Mountain Dew is really good. I'm not a big Mountain Dew fan. I usually just drink, like, Diet Pepsi if I'm going to have a pop. Or I like Vanilla Coke a lot, too. Vanilla Coke's really good. Yeah. All right, my number 5 is going to be, like, the weight room, like, working out and whatnot. That's something that's super valuable in my life. And I put workout in general because, like, I don't particularly need, like, weights. You can do anything fitness related. So, like, sports sort of would be in there, too.
Yeah, I got something similar to that.
All right. My number 4 is going to be the internet.
Man.
Can't do shit on your phone without the internet. I could live without a phone if I had the internet. At least I'd have my computer.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
How do you handle all your masturbation without the internet?
Yep, exactly. Then you're gonna like actually have to go out and meet people and have sex with them.
Magazines.
Yeah.
DVDs.
Screw that. What is this?
Stone Age.
What is this? I'm not jerking off no Fredericks magazine ever again.
Have you seen that South Park episode where they have like the internet goes out? They model it after Grapes of Wrath, which is like a depression movie.
No.
So there's like everybody's traveling west because they heard there's some internet that they gotta find. And they're like in these like shanty towns, and the dad, what's his name, Randy or whatever,
Yeah, Randy.
pays $10 to go in this tent where they like supposedly have some internet porn. And he goes in, it's just like he types something in, and then somebody like draws it real quick and puts it on the screen.
We'll have to watch that. I've never seen that.
It's fucking hilarious.
The only like when people were always like reference South Park, I never really watched the show a lot. But one episode I remember is the fucking Snooki one. The Jersey.
I didn't like that one.
I
felt like that was trying too hard.
Crying. I was crying. It was so funny to me when she's like in the.
It creeped me out.
In the refrigerator thing, they're like, she's in here. She's like, smush.
I think the reason I didn't like that is that thing creeped me out.
Yeah, it was pretty creepy.
It was very creepy. She is very similar. Like, I don't feel like they were off on the caricature. That's a hard word to say.
Caricature.
Caricature?
On to
Got
your-
it. Nailed
on to
it.
your number 4.
Nailed it. Number 4. This is something that I've actually lived pretty much 24 of my years on this planet without, but now it's something I have to have, basically. It's coffee. Coffee just, like, is starter fluid for my whole fucking day now.
I thought you were going to say heroin.
Yeah.
Like, oh, damn, Jay.
Yeah.
Way to break out your addiction to it.
Molly.
Similar.
Coffee, I mean, yeah.
Caffeine in general
can
is
get-
very.
Caffeine, yeah.
You, like, literally go through withdrawals when you stop taking
Depends on
caffeine.
if you drink a lot of caffeine and you cut it cold turkey, yeah, you get headaches or
The
whatnot.
thing that really kind of throws me off is pooping. It's when it tells my body to poop in the morning.
Oh yeah.
And if I don't, then my fucking whole shit's like my schedule's off all day long. My body's like, what fucking time is it? I have no idea. I haven't pooped yet. I'm assuming we're still asleep.
For sure. All right. My number 4 is gonna be a healthy income. So having a good job, having money, so that you can do things that you want to do.
I'm currently living without that, so
Yeah.
I can't
True.
really say.
Yep. I am not.
Ugh.
I'm the opposite of you two.
All right. My number 3 is gonna be a car, unless there's like good public transport. Like I know people in like Chicago and stuff. A lot of people don't have cars because there's such good public transport.
Our public transit here is very bad.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Fort Wayne's really bad with that. But I did just hear a thing that train's gonna come. We're gonna get the passenger train from here all the way to Chicago.
No way.
That would be
just-
so dope.
I just read it online. It's gonna go all.
They've
it's-
talked about that for like
no,
30
they
years.
got approved. It's approved.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. So it'll be a passenger train from I think it's like Chicago to Fort Wayne and then like down to like I don't know some Ohio city.
Nice.
That'd
I
be
think
nice.
Cincinnati. Is Cincinnati down?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's.
Cincinnati's east.
Yeah, but it's like east south though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
That
think
would
it's
be
Cincinnati.
super huge for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be really cool.
That'll help their road to 1 million plan for wanting 1 million people in Northeast Indiana.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
More people would be willing to live here if they could just easily go on a trip for the weekend to Chicago.
I would prefer it go down to Indy because that's where I go mostly.
I would go to Chicago way more if there was a train, though.
Yeah,
I'd
honestly.
prefer it to go to Chicago just because there's so much more there.
Jason's going to be a Bulls fan by the end of the decade.
Yeah.
It just makes more sense.
Yeah. And now it's only an hour ride.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
I'm not sure what it would be.
I don't know. I feel like it's got to be faster than that. Because if you're going...
There's no way because when you
50 miles an hour down 30 takes 3 hours. How fast is this fucking rail
because
go?
when you go to Chicago now and you take the train, you drive like to wherever, like South Bend and shit, and then you get on a train that's like another hour or two. So it's like doesn't even really cut down on time.
Why don't you just drive to Chicago?
Yeah, well, some people take a train because it's cheaper.
Why are we building such shit trains?
Yeah,
Like,
so
I
hopefully
took a
it's
train
like
from
a good.
Amsterdam to like the inside of the Netherlands and it took like an hour, and I was across the country.
Well, that's a smaller country, though.
Yeah, but that's not. I mean, it's just as big as that shit.
Yeah.
It just goes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think
Or like in
it's really
Japan, they have like super
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
fast.
Yeah, the high speed rail. Hopefully
Yeah.
it's a high speed rail.
cool. Yeah. That sounds expensive, though.
Be worth it if you got
It
a lot of
is.
people using it.
Is this going to be like an Amtrak thing?
I don't know. I'd have to look up the information on it. That's something we can post about it on the page if people are
Boom.
interested in it.
Or
Pretty
boom.
easy.
Number 3.
My number 3, books, reading. Can't live without it.
I've been reading
Yeah.
a book. Jay gave me a book, and I read about 5 pages every day, and I go right to sleep.
It'll
So-
put you the fuck out if you're reading and laying down, man.
I'm not laying down.
You're not
I'm sitting in like this, and I fucking fall asleep in the damn.
You might be part cow.
Dude, I fall asleep. I cannot. Like right now, I'm wide awake. I just drank a fucking Red Bull, and if I went home and read that book, I would fucking fall asleep. Not that book, but just in general. Like I fall asleep so fast.
That's a brain thing.
Unless
like,
I'm
that's
read-
you just thinking
I
I'm
could-
about to fall asleep, and then it just whacks you with it.
Yeah, well, like if I read, even if I read things like online or anything like that, I get really fucking tired, like super quick.
Hmm.
I don't know.
There's can't be a scientific reason for that.
Yeah, I'm
It's
not
like
sure.
there's not gazelles reading in the Serengeti and they just fall asleep. It's a new thing. It's like our bodies
I think it's
can't be
mostly.
programmed to do
Every
that.
person I talk to that says that when they read, they always get really tired when they're done.
No.
Most
it's not the
people.
same for me. I get into it.
Yeah.
Maybe at first I get a little bit tired.
See, but
then
I
once
don't get into it because, like, I don't, like, process it. Like, even if it's a story, I'm not, like, reading it, like, yeah, and, like, building it up in my mind. I'm just, like, paper or words. All right, let's go to the next page.
Yeah.
I'm dyslexic, probably. All right.
You don't have an imagination.
Man, no imagination here. My number 3, which you talked about the internet earlier, so I'll say something specific in the internet. Google.
Yeah.
I love Google so much.
I can attest to that.
I like
I don't know
everything
why
about
you're
Google
talking
though, not just like searching for Google. I like Google products, like Google phones and Google a bunch of stuff. So Google, I love me some Google.
Yeah.
Search
Gotta have
engines
it.
are very key.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing about the internet, honestly.
All right. My number 2 is pretty literal. My brain and my body.
Nice.
Your brain and your body.
Can't live without it.
You can't. It could be a zombie.
What was the
You could
one?
be a zombie.
Yeah.
Could be.
Fucking zombie. Who was the one lady that was brain dead? Terry Schiavo. She lived for a while. She didn't have a brain.
Well, how about in the future? Maybe I'll need neither of those things. Just
Maybe
upload me to the
robot.
cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cloud Cody. Wouldn't handle that much space though. Alright, number 2 for Jaybird. Competitive endeavors. Like competing in things. Could be anything. Could be a bottle flipping competition. I just like competing. It's the way I get my rocks off.
Yeah. Competition drives progress.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then going with that one then, mine is gonna be like my drive or my desire to succeed. So I'm always like trying to push for more, or trying to grow something.
Yeah. I usually just grow my fingernails and
There you
hair.
Yeah.
So.
I just grow my facial hair only.
All right. My number 1 is family and friends.
Nice.
It would
That's a good
fucking-
one. I didn't even think about that. I
It
was,
would-
being super selfish on this.
It would
Yeah.
really suck not having family and friends though.
Yeah,
like-
for sure. I was thinking like Xbox. I had like some ones that I was like, I don't know. I was thinking like Xbox or like Madden.
Yeah.
Alright, my number 1 is actually it'll allude to what our main topic is tonight. Hypotheticals. I get my rocks off on hypotheticals as well. I don't know, I feel like I've kind of depleted my reserves on hypothetical scenarios.
Yeah.
Although every once in a while I'll come up with one.
Yeah, but like that's something that you can always just make up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's because it's a hypothetical. It can be
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Be
I
like,
feel like
what
I've
if your
used-
hair becomes spaghetti? What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like you can say literally anything you want.
We might want
Oh man!
Write that
That's a
down
good
for
one.
later.
I'm just thinking of all the possibilities. I could just have spaghetti all the time.
to. Would you eat Chase's hair spaghetti?
Oh, and he is. I would eat mine.
When I could create a restaurant.
There's no way the health code would.
Is your,
Why not? It's just
hey,
normal. What if it was clean, healthy, normal spaghetti?
What if is your dandruff the Parmesan cheese?
Sure. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. And it's like we could have a food truck,
Oh,
bro.
that's your spaghetti policy.
Yeah.
I feel like you wouldn't be growing it that quick. You
What-
make like a bowl of spaghetti a day.
All right. What if
A
we?
bowl a day? Jesus Christ.
All right. What if?
I don't know. That's still.
What if it was like you like controlled, like you could be like, and it would like just more would come out. You know, like
Like a chia pet.
yeah, like you could just
chia.
you could just be like, all right, here we go, and you just like grow it and like cut it off, grow it and cut it off.
You like you're going Super Saiyan?
Yeah.
You're going spaghetti?
Getting
I like
aneurysm
this.
growing
Yeah.
spaghetti out of your head.
There it is. We could figure
man.
that out.
Yeah.
Hypothetical.
The world hunger's over.
Yeah.
We all grow spaghetti out of our head.
Yeah. Well, I would be under a lot of testing. They try to want to figure out why I'm the only one that can do it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I'd be gone for a while, guys. So your family and friend thing is gonna be.
Yeah, one less friend.
Yeah, one less friend. They're probably gonna kill me. I'm assuming.
Old spaghetti head Scribner.
Yeah.
What's your number one?
My number 1 is my people skills. My number 1 thing. So like being able to communicate with people from all aspects of life, man. Crushing the people skill game.
Yeah.
Pretty much good with all people, man.
Charismatic.
He hasn't met a snake he couldn't charm.
Here's some spaghetti.
It's hard to say no. It's hard to say no to a dude offering you a bowl of spaghetti.
Yeah. Spaghetti for you. Spaghetti for you. Awesome, man.
Hypotheticals are great. They're fantastic. They're
Look
the
at that.
spice of life.
Well, I mean, I enjoy most of the ones that you say.
Yeah.
I feel like they're better. Like that one that we just came up with real quick, and then we just started talking about it.
Yeah.
Rather than like an example, like the one that we're getting ready to do right now. I feel like they come better when they just happen, and then you start talking about them, rather than like we plan for it. You know.
I think they work both ways.
I come up with some good stuff when I'm planning though too.
Sometimes, yeah.
I would say most of the time I have thought about the hypothetical extensively before I ask anybody about it.
I can see
Usually.
that.
So I'm not coming off the cuff with any ones I typically ask you.
Yeah.
I normally have an answer already rattling around the old noggin.
So like, remember when we were like little kids and you'd always be like, "Oh, if you had 3 wishes, like what would your wishes be?"
Yeah.
Do you ever think about that still, like now?
No.
That's like a more simple hypothetical. I feel.
I know, but like I still even sometimes I always like want to know what people's wishes would be.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. Usually they're selfish.
I feel like you
fucked
could
up
meet.
shit.
Yeah.
I feel like because like I'll meet people at the bar and like I'll ask people that. I'll be like, "Hey, if you had 3 wishes, like what would it be?" I'll ask like one. If you had a wish, what would it be, or something like that. And like usually they're all like money related.
Yeah.
But like, but they're always like, "I wish I had $1 billion," or like something like that. And mine always is like every time I always say like every time I say a word, like say be like cha-ching, like I'd get like $500 cash in my pocket, or like something like that, or like I would every time I'd say cha-ching.
You want it to be magic.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be awesome. I'd just be like, "Oh fuck, I forgot my wallet." Cha-ching. You know what I mean? Like I just
Totally better.
just $500 bills in there. So if, like say I want to buy a car, I'm just like cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
How about you just make it how when you say cha-ching, any amount of money that you're thinking of at the moment pops in your wallet.
I feel like
That could be dangerous.
That's
What
dangerous.
if you like accidentally think gazillion and you just fucking blow yourself up? Like
Yeah.
you just destroy a building that you're
Yeah.
in.
So I think having a limit on what it should be would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I wish I was taller. I wish
Wish
I
I
was
was
6'4". I wish I was Brian
I wish I was a
Urlacher.
little bit
I wish I
taller.
was Brian Urlacher's height and weight. That's like my goal. 6'4", 250.
You got better hair than Brian Urlacher, that's for sure.
Not anymore.
He's got hair?
You didn't know about that?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's great.
What'd he do?
He got the hair transplant thing.
Hair
So now
from
he
his
has.
butt onto his
So
head.
now he has a whole head of hair. But the best part about this whole thing, though, is on Halloween, on the Monday Night Football game, fucking Matt Hasselbeck, who looks like Brian Urlacher, they're both really bald.
Yeah.
He dressed up like Brian Urlacher and put a fake hairpiece on. It's fucking
Clowning him?
hilarious. It's so funny. Oh my gosh, it was so great.
Why would you do that? You're known as being bald. You
I
can't just go from bald to fucking full head of hair.
Yeah.
People notice that shit.
He's like a spokesman for the company and stuff.
Oh, really?
So he might have some
He's
stake.
making some money.
He's making some money off it, I'm
I
assuming.
don't know. I feel like that's just kind of like desperate. Like, what? Why though? Like, what?
Maybe
do you need it for?
he
just,
like legitimately wants hair though.
yeah,
Self-esteem.
self-esteem thing. You're a fucking Hall of Fame football player. Maybe Hall of Fame. I don't know if he's.
He'll be a Hall of
Hey
He'll be a
man,
Hall of Fame.
everybody has their own struggles.
Yeah. He just can't get through the day without.
Yeah, think about me, dude. I got spaghetti hair. It's stressful
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to eat my head.
all the time.
Zombie apocalypse that chases head. All right, let's hop into it. Okay, I had a few different questions I thought would kind of spur the conversation along. The first one I wanted to go with is, if he decided to do it, do you think Bill Gates would team up with anybody?
He'd have to.
I don't think he
Who?
would.
He couldn't do it all by himself.
Why not?
What do you mean? Why not?
He's
He
so
can't.
rich.
It doesn't matter though. He's not. It doesn't have enough leeway.
Yeah.
There's a thousand. There's like 1,000 billionaires in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I think you could come up with plans.
Here's who I think you would team up with.
Illuminati.
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg. Dude's
See?
already trying to take over the world.
Yeah. Oh, Zuckerberg is doing some shit like that
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, man, I already got a few plans going right now. You want to get in on it? And the thing I think would be tricky with Bill Gates here is I don't think his assets are all that, liquid. So he's worth, what is it?
48 billion.
72 billion.
What?
Oh shit. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of billions. But how much is that he could spend. He could literally go spend.
A lot of it, I'm sure.
I read some like crazy things about how he makes $114 a second.
Yeah.
Then like, cause remember there's like that Neil deGrasse Tyson thing where he's talking about how if it would be worth it to like bend down and pick up money.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, you know, like most people, if they see like $1 on the ground, they're gonna pick it up. Like almost all people.
Somebody asked Bill Gates
or like
that
50
question.
cents or a quarter or a dime or a nickel or whatever. Like people are gonna pick it up. For Bill Gates to stop and pick it up, it'd have to be like 200 and like something.
Do you know what his answer to that question though was? Somebody on Reddit when he did an AMA.
He'd always pick it up.
He said, well, because my foundation said that if we like spend this certain amount of money, we save this amount of lives. He was like, oh, that's the way I think about like money I find on the ground. So just look at it and go, oh, that's some lives that I'm saving.
Huh.
It was his answer.
Yeah, because like he spends a lot of money like every year. Like I think like he spends like a couple $1 billion like on research and like all kinds of crazy stuff. So he's like a big giver awayer of a lot of his money rather than.
He doesn't seem that active though.
It's like
That's all he does now.
It's low key active. It's like through his foundations and stuff where he's just kind of the breadwinner, and he's just kind of paying for everything.
See, this is all part of his plan to take over the world and destroy it.
Okay,
wow.
So Chase, you don't think, or Chase thinks he would?
He would have to. If you're gonna destroy the planet, or you're gonna become, or whatever.
I'm thinking you just destroy human society.
Yeah, you'd have to create like a World War II or a World War III thing, or like something like that, where you're gonna have to have some sort of like fucking battle where a lot of people die, like most of the fucking.
Yeah.
Here's what I was imagining: a virus. So here's my like harebrained plan that I'm going.
What's the game called that I used to play?
Pandemic?
No, that one. There's a different one too. Something Inc.
Plague Inc.
Plague Inc.
Yeah, okay.
That one was fun.
So here's my sort of harebrained plan, and I think it'd actually be a fun way to destroy the planet.
Fun.
Yeah. Bill Gates is gonna throw the biggest party the world has ever seen.
This is why I don't think he would need help. He's Bill Gates. He's so influential. He could get himself into a position where he could just fucking destroy the world.
He's like, I'm going to throw this huge party. Everybody's invited. Millions of people come from all around the world. Releases virus at the party. Everybody takes it back across the planet and kills everybody.
Yeah. It would be a pretty good way to do it.
It kills them like how fast? What kind of virus is it?
It'd have to be one very contagious.
Yeah.
Does it like have a lot of signs of sickness? It takes like 3 months to.
I'm thinking it's gotta take a couple days because the party ends and everybody heads out, and then the virus.
Then they start getting sick. Is
yeah,
there signs of
already
sickness?
in all the continents.
Is it?
People flew in from
you
Antarctica.
gotta make sure you get somebody from Madagascar.
Yeah. Oh man.
God damn.
That Madagascar is always the last fucking place to go.
Maybe that's where the party is.
Maybe. It'd be something cool like that.
He pays everybody's airfare. He gets them all to come.
Yeah.
Oh, he wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, he would.
I don't know, man.
Good if he wanted to.
He's got $72 billion.
If he gave
Not every single person that came, but a lot of people.
If he gave $10 to every single
A million
person.
people are coming to this party. He could pay everybody's airfare.
A million people, yeah.
That's how many people he said?
Yeah, that's what I was imagining.
Right. Well, I was thinking the whole world.
That's a huge
The
fucking
whole
party, dude.
7 billion people party.
It'd be more than that, right?
That's how many people live
He
on
could
this
give
planet.
everybody on the planet $72. What if instead he just mails out everybody on the planet $72 check, but when they open it, boom, virus inside.
He anthraxes everybody on the planet.
Everyone.
Or there's a little gun inside that shoots them.
Yeah. I think it'd be a fun way to do that.
That wouldn't be fun.
It wouldn't be fun.
Killing a bunch of people is not fun, Jay.
I got another.
Interesting then. Interesting.
You're dying.
Yeah.
I had the super virus, but I like you.
But then how's he taking over after that, though? So
he
does
need
this.
to take
He's
over.
not taking
He's trying
over.
to destroy
Get
the world.
that out of here.
Yeah, he's trying to destroy.
For
Mayhem.
what? What's the point?
Because some people like to see the world burn.
I don't understand what's the
That's
point.
the third.
If you don't want to take over the world, then why destroy it in the first place?
Well, if there's nothing left to take over, then what do you care?
A good.
What do you mean? He could build his own civilization.
Sure, that's why he wants to rebuild.
Okay, I got this one of why he would do it. Or how he would do it. He funds various terrorist organizations to stir the world's emotions for years, until it boils over until World War III breaks out. Then he uses his African army that he's been mobilizing for years by giving them charitable contributions and water supply.
Yeah, he does that.
to take over the world. Then infects his whole African army with AIDS. And then he profits.
This is the CIA. You're describing the CIA right now.
That's Bill Gates. That's what he's doing.
That sounds like a CIA thing, man. Or Homeland Security.
Yeah.
Maybe. Here's another plot that I came up with. Alright, so he's going to be buying up all the fresh water supply around the planet.
This is on my list too, damn it.
It's on your list. Alright, but here's where it gets interesting. So he's buying up all these scarce resources that people need for survival. And then he develops an android that talks a lot like human beings. I don't know if anybody here has seen Westworld.
Westworld,
Cody
it's
has.
Fucking amazing.
Westworld, like these very lifelike androids that assimilate into the society easily. And then they just, every once in a while, just commit humongous acts of violence. They just start fucking killing people.
In Westworld,
Nobody
they do
knows.
that?
No.
Oh.
But it's about, like, androids
if you can
that
make
are
those
very
androids
yeah,
the same way.
very similar to those ones. So then you have, like, these androids that are, like, just sprinkled throughout our society that causes this just mass hysteria. Everybody locks down. Everything just shuts down.
Basically be terrorism.
Mm-hmm.
But you wouldn't know who is...
Yeah.
It's like in Fallout where there's synths.
The synth, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. As long as, like, I really do think you could break down society pretty fucking easy.
Here's another one that I was thinking of. Contaminate the world's water supply to where it de-sterilizes all humans.
Yeah.
So then we just end up dying off.
That's good.
Yeah, that would work. I think that might be, I don't know if that's happening. I think that he definitely has an interest in lowering birth rates.
Yeah.
He's mentioned that several times.
I think the whole world has an interest in lowering birth rates.
Yeah, I think he might be, like, doing that sneakily. You think?
How many people are born every minute?
Every minute?
I don't know.
7?
Minute, but
Is it a lot though?
I have no
It has to be way more than
It's
7.
more- It's more people than are dying.
Yeah. How many people die? Let's look it up. I'm gonna Google that shit.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Google.
Here's a thing that he could do that I don't know if it would immediately destroy.
Each day. This is how many people die each day.
Tell us.
100,000.
100,000.
This is 100,000?
This says 55 million people. But
No way. Well, I guess
Die
so.
each day. Yeah.
55 million people die each day.
here's some
I
things.
don't know.
Um,
Spit the facts out.
I'm trying.
Drop some knowledge on us. Bye.
No, it says die each year.
Oh yeah. That
So
makes
one
sense.
131 million are births a year, and 55 million people die. So that means
Wow.
that there's 360,000 births per day and 151,000 deaths. So almost double.
Yeah.
We're
Rapidly.
So there's
outpacing.
15,000 births every hour, and 6,000 people die every hour.
damn. And most of those births are happening in third world, developing countries.
Mhm.
Not necessarily third
Yeah,
world, but
world,
developing.
The less educated population,
Yeah.
for sure.
They're just popping them out. They're like, we gotta get some workers.
The number one thing against people doing that is education.
Yep, definitely.
So
Here's a scenario I thought of that I didn't think would end the world, but it'd be like something like an evil genius with a lot of money and resources would do. And I'm not sure if it's possible. Do you think Bill Gates could get a cat elected president of the United States?
a cat?
A cat.
No.
No,
Not happening.
there's no way.
With $72 billion, and if he
No.
teamed up with Zuckerberg and Facebook.
Hold on. Is it Grumpy Cat?
What's Grumpy? What's Grumpy Cat?
He's like the cat that has the sad face and all the memes.
Oh, no, not familiar.
He's already
with that.
famous. He's already got PR.
Yeah.
He's good to go. No, I have on mine that he could. I think Bill Gates could easily become president, and then start World War III himself. And blow
Yeah.
people up.
All right, so I was like,
That'd be no fun for him.
to do research on this, I was just like Googling random shit, and I found like some articles or whatever, and it's like the conspiracy theories and stuff, and they're like how rich people are using their money to take over the world and stuff. So it has all these rich people and like what they spend their money on. So like Bill Gates. He says, like here's the little things about Bill Gates. It says he's a It says misunderstood, which I don't know why. It says misunderstood as one of the world's main contributors, as a computer genius that invented a lot of things. Bill, he was given funding by his
He didn't
wealthy.
invent shit.
Yeah.
That's why.
He was given funding from his, like, I guess his parents were already rich, supposedly. I don't know
He
much
went to
about him.
Harvard and shit.
Yeah, and they gave him money to like support IBM and to start Microsoft. He says for some reason I can't say that word right now. Philanthropy.
Philanthropist.
Yeah, so it consists of 500,000 shares of stock to be estimated worth of 23 million, and then he says he spends 2.5 billion vaccinating kids around the world. 2.5 billion dollars.
No way.
Yeah, he does. 2.5 billion to vaccinating kids around the world, and he spends over 200 million. That's like he spends billions of billions of billions of billions of billions of dollars every year
he's,
on that kind of shit.
He's
Billions.
actually fallen a few times. He's fallen, like somebody has taken over the richest person in the world from him just because he spends so much on
really?
charity and stuff.
Well, the thing is with the vaccinating kids is like they're like now like when someone's born they fucking give you like they do like 20 vaccinations.
Yeah.
It's fucking retarded.
Mm-hmm.
They're like making you susceptible to all this crap.
Chase is anti-vax.
Not 100%. But I never got any fucking vaccinations. I haven't got a.
None.
Oh, you did.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You have to get through school.
Yeah, you had to.
Like what? What ones do you have to get?
I don't fucking remember.
Why do you have to get them? That's
MRSA
stupid.
because if you like get it, you can die. Like polio vaccination.
Let me get sick and then I'll fucking battle it.
You ain't top.
You
though.
ain't beating polio, bro.
Nobody beats polio.
Smallpox and shit.
We have, all the other people on here are like Warren Buffett. When the fuck has smallpox been an issue?
Because we vaccinate.
Most of history.
Yeah.
Not lately though. Not within the last fucking 50 years.
Yeah, because of vaccinations.
So Warren Buffett's on here. The Rockefellers, which you know, or the Rothschilds. That's your.
The Rothschilds. I think they're pulling a lot of strings. They might be an evil.
They're evil.
They said their involvement in world affairs.
Yeah, I feel like that's the group cashing in on.
They funded the Neapolitan
World
War,
Wars.
both sides of World War I and II.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of revolutions and shit.
They cash in on all the major conflicts.
Yeah. So here this says the estimated amount of just those 5 philanthropists is roughly $75 billion a year they spend on like vaccinations and like random things.
Yeah,
That's a lot of fucking money.
they're up to
There's
something.
a ton of money.
They need to be more closely watched with what they're pumping into these people. My opinion. Could be tracking devices.
There you go. That's what your phone is.
Yeah, but if they get it under
They
your
don't need-
skin, they don't fucking need the phone, man.
Yeah,
If-
man.
If anybody ever wants to put a chip inside me, I'm gonna.
No, not
freak the
happening.
fuck
Yeah.
out.
Nope.
That is where I draw the line. Not happening. Unless I'm just going full Android.
Android eyes.
Beep,
Yeah.
boop, 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 beep, 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 boop.
That's our whole podcast. Shout out to all my androids.
The internet is our number one listener, man. It has to listen to it.
Yeah,
Let's move on to the next talking point. What could cause him to start such a mission?
I think if he wants to just, like restart civilization.
Or he's fucking crazy, like Jay said earlier, and he just wants to watch it just crumble.
People just want to watch the world burn. I love that quote.
I have a more elaborate reason.
Elaborate reason. Somebody stole his candy bar.
His hair has been
Motherfucker!
spaghetti this whole time, and he doesn't want anyone to find out.
That's it. He's like, that's it. I'm done with humanity. You motherfuckers stealing candy
You
bars.
know how
out
hard
here."
it is to wear this toupee over my spaghetti hair?
It's always growing. I can't
Anytime
get stressed out or breathe heavily or it pops out.
Anytime
Well,
I
I got
sneeze,
another
I just launch.
Would
spaghetti
all of
everywhere.
your hair be spaghetti or just the top of your
I
head?
think just the top has
Oh
to.
man, it'd be pretty cool if there
Does
was
it get into your
your,
beard?
your nose hairs spaghetti,
No, I think it just has to be your head.
your ear hairs spaghetti.
Fuck that, man. Spaghetti's thick. Come on, Bill. Hear
Alright.
shit.
Here's my more elaborate
Or
reason.
breathe.
His complete disgust with the human civilization because he is a lizard alien from
Oh,
Zordon
God.
8, who was sent here to evaluate humans and decide their fate. And he has decided to kill them all.
Yeah, okay.
You're into the lizard people, man.
Yeah, man.
That is a
Real.
popular conspiracy theory. The lizard people thing.
I'm a truther.
Have you guys been
I'm a
talking about that
truther.
lately without me? Have I been missing some lizard people
No,
conversations?
he always brings up the lizard thing all the time.
I don't think I've been involved with too many.
Oh, how many
lizard
times you
people.
brought?
At least 5 of our
Yeah,
podcasts.
he always brings up the lizard shit.
Really?
Yes.
I haven't decided if they're from another planet or they've just always lived here underground.
Really? You have not mentioned this.
Yeah,
I remember.
in podcasts he talks about lizard people.
Maybe the lizard people have gotten to you
Holy
and
shit,
erased your
man,
memory.
Erased my. You got strange powers, those
Stay away
goddamn
from me,
lizard
Jake.
people.
Yeah, Jay, you could be a lizard person.
I think out of the 3 of us, the most likely lizard person is Cody.
He's very lizard-like.
I just talk about it to throw you guys off.
Yeah.
He's like, oh fuck, they're catching on.
I'm gonna make it sound so ridiculous, and
And this
no one
is
could
where
possibly believe
your
it.
memory gets wiped.
Wow.
Dude's like, what? Lizard people? You never talk about that. Next time I bring it up.
I seriously do not remember talking about lizard people once.
Yeah, man.
And I feel like that's
It was,
something I would remember.
It was a different hypothetical. We did a different hypothetical, like one of the earlier podcasts, and
I bring
he
it up
brought
all
up
the time.
lizard people. I remember specifically.
Were we
that.
talking about like preparing for the apocalypse?
That could have been it. I don't know. There's a couple.
There's multiple podcasts where I've mentioned lizard people.
God damn it, I don't remember that at all.
big lizard person.
I feel like I'm a good listener, but apparently I am not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He talks about it frequently.
Okay.
You got any more talking points?
Nope.
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 No, we're gonna keep it short then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. Be sure to like us on Facebook at Regular Man's Manifesto. Check us out on SoundCloud and also on iTunes at Regular Man's Man blah blah blee 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 blue. Regular Man's Manifesto is where you can find all of our stuff. This is Jay and Cody and Chase signing out. Thanks, guys.
Bye, Felicia.
People.